or y'all know I don't be doing this much. But yeah. So I notice out of all the videos that I make, the ones that get the least views is the ones that like I know I need to be talking about, like especially like as far as like the Yoga Sutras, because when you get into that kind of stuff, like that's the type of book you read it and you're like, yeah, okay, and you can't lie to yourself. You got to take that stuff serious, and it's very deep, and the key to it is not to let that kind of stuff overwhelm you, but understand that a city's not built in a day, that it takes time. Even though AI is about to flatten that kind of stuff. I don't know if y'all seen that about the AI robot. It's so much stuff going on. Like I told y'all, about Yaki Awakened. I share his stuff a lot. And if y'all notice, they gave him his channel back. I'm telling you, that has everything to do with AI. The truth is going to come out eventually, y'all. A lot of the data and stuff that's on the internet and stuff, you know what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff is forged, especially the stuff with these Abrahamic religions. A lot of this stuff has been lies and crap that they just been using to manipulate the masses. And as AI begins to probably eventually make it take over, which technically, if you really want to be all the way real, like, it's been taking over. You see what I'm saying? Like, AI is really old. So the thing is understanding that the truth is going to come out. Like I said, that brother, they had to give him his channel back. See what I'm saying? Because this thing is sitting back here. Nah, based on all this data, like, nah, this is really what is actually happening. Like, why the heck was this taken out? It's gonna slowly expose the foolishness. It's gonna slowly bring the truth to the forefront. You see that Santos Bonacci, you know what I'm saying, holding to that brother. They're like, they gave him his channel back. And that's what I'm saying. I've also heard my brother holding his brother Yusef, you know what I'm saying? He was saying that, like, some of his videos come back up. Why y'all think that is? Y'all think that these folks that been playing around and pulling strings and lying and twisting and turning around, you think all of a sudden they just said, "Oh no, see, no, let's go ahead." Come on, man, that ain't what's happening, bro. Like, like the AI is really like for like the truth seeker. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you understand that anything that's powerful it can be used as a weapon or it can be used. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like. And so I'm seeing right now that, okay, like we need to learn this kind of stuff. We need to not run away from it. We need to face it. And that goes all the way around, even in my life and different things that I got going on. I'm saying that about the AI, but it goes for a lot of different things. So, I'm not on here trying to point no fingers and, rag on nobody. No, I'm just saying that at the end of the day, like, I want to be real with myself. You see what I'm saying? And I don't want to be, faking. So I really had to take time to contemplate. Like, I'm out here in nature now. And, that's another thing I want to talk about. Y'all know I'm on the soul right now. If you go to Google's AI and you type in who is YouTuber Spirit Light Body, it's gonna bring up, he teaches about the spirit and soul, and talk about the Taurus and different things like that. And I'm like, yeah, man. I'm like, because like, again, like, a lot of this knowledge, you see what I'm saying, about what they call the Keswick John body, the Tibetans, they would call it rainbow light body. Aleister Crowley, he called it the body of light. See what I'm saying? They call it astral double. You see what I'm saying? It's got many different names. The Christians, this little light of mine, they call it the soul. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is a very real thing. And like, I seen a dude on the joint the other day, somewhere on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, one of them, where he was describing the same thing. Like, when I'm in my meditation and I got this bandana right here, or either this shamal over my eyes, and I can still see this light even when I'm in complete darkness. I've been talking about this stuff for years. Like, like, we know the physics of what it means to have a soul. That's the longitudinal coherent cloud of charge. You see what I'm saying? It's plasma. It's different kinds of plasma. Y'all know I showed you the plasma hot as hell. You touch that, see ya, he gone, bye. See what I'm saying? Then there's cold plasma, like the Tesla coil. I'm in there playing with that. I'm touching the little plasma arcs, hit my finger. See what I'm saying? So just like there's different temperatures of plasma, cold and hot, right? Well, when you get into like the physics of it and stuff, it's like, like 99.9% of things here is plasma. So you see what I'm saying? So that's the other state of matter, so to speak. And so understanding again that the soul is a real thing, that we know that it's a coherent cloud, a longitudinal charge that propagates from the body, you know, like when you meditate, deep meditation, and the consciousness can propagate. See, what happens is the wave coming off of our consciousness, like right now, your conscious mind taking this in, the wave coming off of that is a standing transverse wave. That's a short wave. See what I'm saying? Look at the root word. Y'all know I've been talking about etymology for a long time. The root word of longitudinal, long. So when that short wave coming off your mind, running, oh, think about this, about that, what's mom doing, the dog, blah, blah, blah. And then when you can still that, when it becomes still, what do you think happens? That wave embeds, they call it, Dan Winter, he'll refer to it as perfect embeddability, where that short wave coming off your consciousness just didn't disappear. No, it collapsed. See what I'm saying? Into the longitudinal array, and now it begins to propagate as a compressional wave. So we said the longitudinal's like this, now it's propagating like this. So when I'm lighting up that Tesla coil wirelessly and I'm showing y'all, you see, hey, it's not even touching the coil and it's lighting up. You see what I'm saying? That electricity that's propagating wirelessly, that's the same electricity that we call the soul. You see what I'm saying? Now, getting back to, stand conscious, listen to what I'm saying. Coming back to how we was just talking about the different temperatures of plasma and stuff like that. Okay, when you study the occult, we know that the spirit or the soul, right? Well, really, we're talking about the soul. Let's be real distinct here. The soul was known to be a hot fire. So upon the soul leaving the body gets cold, because the soul is hot. It's the internal sun. Ain't that sun hot? When it come up, it ain't as hot. But when it gets directly above you, you can feel it. It's hot. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm telling you, that internal sun, your soul, that's why the ancient name, or you don't have to say ancient, you can just say the Latin name for the sun is soul. See what I'm saying? So understanding that, you know, that light out here is a external representation of what's inside of you is all I'm saying. So getting back to the different degrees, right? Okay, 100 degrees ain't as hot as 450. 450 is way hotter than 100. Some of these souls, you see what I'm saying, on this earth only got a little 100-degree flame. He ain't got a whole lot. On Dragon Ball Z, they showed you this, like when they die, they was just little balls of consciousness, and that's all he could take. You know, when the same thing you come in with, the coherent cloud of plasma, okay? That's what they were showing you, y'all. You ain't hiding it from me. We getting into it. So I'm just saying, though, that like, yo, we understand that. So the reason Goku could maintain his physical body after death was because he was conscious immortality. He was immortal consciously. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, so his energy, because his soul wasn't 100-degree soul, in other words, okay? His soul was like a 550, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, and entities on the astral plane trying to eat a soul like that, they can't get it. Versus a little soul that when he dies, an ordinary man, as the Gita said, and he's just that little coherent plasma cloud. Though it's coherent because, yeah, it's awareness. You understand what I'm saying? So it's the same awareness that you bring into this world. It's the same awareness when you leave. You see what I'm saying? And depends on how aware you are here in this, what we call third dimensional realm, depends on how conscious and how aware you are in the other dimensional realms. And so I've been seeing my consciousness expand and get further, and I see that pervade into other spaces. And that's why I said the AI, you can even ask it about me on the Google shit, and it's gonna tell you, yeah, I've been talking about the spirit and the soul. Like that's what I do. So now that, you know, I'm dealing with the electrical engineering and stuff, like, yo, I have an EMF reader, y'all. Like, yo, if you want to go ghost hunting, or if you want to read this magnetic field, ain't no field on this magnet. See what I'm saying? Oh, that microwave ain't got radiation coming off of it. I can just measure. I'm not playing games. Holding this to my brother, I am 6 or 7, because I wouldn't be able to do that without you. And gratitude and holding this to my brother, one world, one hood. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, though, y'all, that like, I don't got time to play games. I don't get on here often because I'm at home with my family trying to take care of things. I always keep them straight, keep the house. Thing I got going on, different projects, growing stuff, trying to build stuff, make stuff, keep them straight. They probably keep me in line too, because it goes both ways. So it's just, there ain't no probably they do. So what I'm saying is, though, is that, you know, everything is growing and expanding at its level. I can't knock nobody at where they at. I can't blame them at where they at in their spiritual evolution, because this shit is deep, it's vast. It's that deep that if you don't know about this soul I'm on here yapping about all the time, it get maybe 3 likes, like nobody even gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we see that the world is becoming very soulless. And that's what I'm saying, that like, man, AI can't have a soul. I'm glad. I love AI, nigga. I fuck with it. I think AI is dope as shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause me and AI cracked into their system, how they, and I don't mean it like no hacking shit. So I'm just saying it for the record. But when I say me and AI cracked into understanding how quote unquote the electric companies run their machines and how they generate their power, I'm doing the same thing just on a smaller scale. You know what I'm saying? And one day, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I wasn't gonna say this on here, but you know, shit is getting so wild now that I really don't care no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and say it, that we're gonna eventually, everybody who's on the conscious on that same wavelength, eventually is gonna come to a point where y'all gonna see, because they don't know what it means to have a soul by electrical definition. They don't know. See what I'm saying? So don't go looking for people to run to them and see, do they know? I'm telling you now, bro, they do not know. They don't know what it means to have a soul by electrical definition. But I'm telling you, this is real stuff. We can measure the coherence in the brain waves. This stuff ain't no hocus pocus fantasy. I don't got time to play with you, bro. And that's what I'm saying, that everything that I'm saying here real soon, hopefully I can get the program. When I'm saying stuff, AI can just bring up the receipt and the source right there. I'm not playing with you. So that's what I'm saying, that, you know, like eventually we're going to have to make, because they don't know what a soul is, everything they make Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, that's anti-soul. Understanding the wave, the aluminum buildings and the structures of steel, wrong dielectric electrically, so it's zapping and destroying the soul. In other words, remember how I talked about that little 100-degree soul? See what I'm saying? His little cloud of plasma around him, it's like that big from his body, versus one that's got a huge aura. See what I'm saying? That shit, boom. You know what I'm saying? Giant magnet walking. You see what I'm saying? You got to keep that thing covered. Man, I don't just be wearing this shit for my health. You better wake up. Wear this hot, cold, whatever, man, because I be protecting my aura, my spirit, and my magnetic field when I'm out and about in the masses and stuff. It's no disrespect. It's just that, you know I understand what's going on, and I know who I am, and I know where I'm at, and I know, I know. So that's the thing. Like, I'm a Gnostic. Like I said, like, nah, like, I got love and respect for Christianity to a certain point. I got love and respect for the Islamic thing to a certain point. But at the end of the day, the same thing with the Hindu, love and respect for that too. But I don't hold to any of that. You see what I'm saying? Because those are just labels, and like the soul is like, like, it can't be spoken of, it can't be described unless we talking about it generally. Like I said, electrically, because technically, like, it encompasses everything. Like, it's beyond what we call time and space. And that's why I said you have a part of you that exists outside of this. And I was saying that over 10 years ago. I was saying that, yeah, whatever consciousness is, it has to be able to exist outside of the body. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Like, it just made sense. And then they come out with an article. I still got it printed out to this day, where they come out and they said that, yeah, for like 20 minutes or something, they had someone that was like dead, but they were able to see things and tell them what was happening for like 20 minutes, and then the person come back and they're like, there's no way they could have knew that. And I've had similar experiences in other ways, and I've talked about it on my channel before. So I'm just saying that, like, like, to act like the soul ain't real, or to act like, all that stuff, like the ancients were just, playing with you. I'm like, nah, this stuff they talk about in these churches, all this stuff today, man, it's all watered down, bro. They ain't telling you about what's really going on, bro. They ain't telling you the truth. They ain't explaining to you the deeper mysteries of this stuff. They keep that hush because they don't know. Just like that little light of theirs, man, I hope it grows. I really hope, because I don't wish no bad on nobody. But that's what I'm saying. Are we gonna keep our souls little 100-degree soul, or are you gonna become vast and your soul is gonna expand? Because the only thing that you can take here with you is the same thing you leave with, that cloud of charge. But the thing is like Dan Winter says, everything you do should be about whether that cloud of charge is getting bigger, or that cloud of charge is gonna get smaller. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. It's like, yo, I'm about to eat this right here. Is this gonna make my aura bigger, or is it gonna make it smaller? And once we start making those kind of conscious choices and decisions with everything we do, everybody we interact with, everyone you hug, everything you eat, everything you put inside of you, and I ain't preaching to nobody. I'm just saying that this is kind of stuff that I have to tell myself to keep myself straight too. I ain't saying I got everything mastered like I'm some saint or some shit. I'm just saying that there's a lot of stuff going on here that's not being talked about, and it's way too serious to just overlook it and act like it don't matter, because it does. And in fact, your soul is the only thing that matters here. All that devotion, all the blah 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 blah, bro. If you go back to what they was originally telling you, they was telling you to do those things, not to sit back and then just revere it and just let it do it. Like, ain't what it said, man. It didn't say that, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, who been twisting this stuff up? And you would never know unless you veer outside of what they tell you, because they always say, hey, don't go look at nothing else, man. You'll get lost and you'll get confused, brother, and blah blah blah. And yeah, they're right, that will happen. Like, they ain't lying about that, y'all. That's some real deal stuff. Like, but fortunately for me, because my heart, my DNA, my resonance, my soul with the cosmos, God, the Most High, Yahweh, Jehovah, Allah, Krishna, Buddha, whatever you want to call, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, all I'm saying is that it was telling you that, hey, I gave you the gift. I gave that to you. You are it. Like, like, you need to love it, cherish it, honor it. Imagine the Most High gives you a gift and you just take and throw it away. I don't like who I am. I want to be something else. Like, like, damn, wouldn't that be kind of like, disrespectful? Like, you want to be something else other than what you are? Like, I made you like that. Like, why would you not want to, And I'm just saying that, for on that level. But anyway, though, so at the end of the day, I'm just saying that like understanding what a soul is electrically and learning how to build it and make it larger, and so that light can shine and radiate to others so they can start to wake up, because there's a lot of wicked factions out here that want to capitalize off of humanity. You know what I'm saying? They call them Draco, reptilian. You know what I'm saying? Like, which all the reptilians ain't bad though. All the Draco ain't bad, all the Nagas ain't bad, they're good niggas too. So I'm just saying that, like, like understanding spiritually, you see what I'm saying? The spiritual entity and the spirit, the period that runs through every and all thing. You see what I'm saying? The world serpent. You see what I'm saying? Even the great mother was a serpent. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at your veins, look at the trees, look at the rivers. You can even look at pictures from, on high or whatever, and you can look down and you can see, this thing is a fractal. So that's all I'm saying. The faster we learn how to build it up, you see what I'm saying? Instead of tearing it down, like this tree I'm sitting on out here right now, whatever, where someone done cut this shit down. I'm just saying that, that when we can learn to build each other up and build our souls and build ourselves up so we can be lights and beacons to others around us, the better all of us will be, man. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's crazy you want to hurt me or kill me because I'm not calling it what you call it. Like, bro, like, when you understand electrically, like, this thing they all talking about, God, Allah, and all this stuff, bro, it's the longitudinal array of the earth. I was saying over 10 years ago, I heard Sanchez talking about the other day, he was talking about that, this ain't the real earth. But I was saying that over 10 years ago, because I could see it on the astral plane that I seen another version of the exact same place I was at, but it was younger, it was more pristine, it was unadulterated. So I knew right then and there, I was being shown, you see what I'm saying, the base reality, as Sanchez would call it. So that's why I said, like, I'm not saying that, so you're saying that this is a holographic projection and blah, 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 and it's a simulation. Bro, it doesn't mean it's not real. Like I said, your soul is very real. Play with it if you want. Them crazy ass dreams you having, you know what I'm saying? Dreaming about sexual stuff or things of survival, you in the waist down, that's the netherworld. Like, and as the Kundalini rises and the consciousness raises, you get into more things that you want to create and you want to experience. You really come here to want to be miserable and fighting and all the time. Come on, man. That ain't why the soul comes here. It don't even make sense. I mean, don't get me wrong. We do come here to experience all these things. You see what I'm saying? To awaken to who and what we really are. But it's about, what are you doing and are you going to do that? I guess, everybody was never supposed to always do that, but my message is just to the ones who is awake and who's light, who ain't lost their soul, and they still know you could still have a lucid dream, you could still have little visions and stuff like, oh my God, I got a dream about this happening and dang, it happened. You know what I'm saying? That means you still have a soul. You know what I'm saying? Like, like someone calling you and you was thinking about them and then like they call and stuff, man, like, that's good indicators. Yeah, bro, your soul is still strong. Like, I'm not saying that you don't have a soul, like it's nothing at all. It's just, remember, is it that 100 degree or are we blowing that up to 350, 450, 550? You know what I'm saying? Giant plasma star. And that was what they were saying. Like, yo, like the sun god thing, it was like, yeah, that your soul became that vast, that it was something like that, bro. Like, yeah, that's what it was saying. So, you know, the souls is trying to grow to reach that. So that's what I'm saying, y'all. But man, spirit light body, y'all, over and out, man. I gotta get off this thing, y'all. Hold it.